Good morning, students. Today on government, we'll be looking at political participation. Here, political participation is defined as a process whereby individuals get themselves involved in the political activities and the decision making of their country. This is to say that political participation is the involvement of citizens of a country in the formulation and implementation of policies for their governance and their participation in the choice of their leader. Now, there are many activities used by citizens to influence the selection of political leaders. This brings us to form of political participation. Let's look at the forms of political participation. Number one is voting in election. Voting in election. Voting is the single most important form of political participation that a person can take part in because it ensures that politicians are elected by the people rather than being selected or assigned to their position of power by someone else. So one of the form in which you can participate in politics is by participating in elections. During elections, you carry out your civic right, which is voting. You vote, and this stipulated age for voting is 18. Once you are 18 years old, you are qualified to vote. Another form of political participation is protest. Public protest and another form of political participation because you are making your own opinions known in a very obvious way with the hope that your actions will influence or initiate change in a particular area of politics. Number three, the third form of political participation is contesting in election. As a citizen of a country, you are qualified. As a qualified citizen of the country, you may decide to stand as a candidate seeking election into public offices. And one of the things that made you a qualified candidate is when you are up to the standard age for contesting in an election, and this age is 35 years old. Number four, holding political offices. Holding political offices. There are people that participate in politics so that they can hold or occupy political offices. The office may be elective, it may be non-elective, like the office of the president, office of the governor, minister, commissioner, etc. Another form of political participation is involvement in campaigns. Involvement in campaigns. How do people involve in campaigns? Some citizens participate in politics by attending political party rallies to enable them identify the policies, programs, and political party candidates contesting election. You see that during elections, you see people holding rallies, campaigns, trying to win people's heart to vote for their particular candidates, to vote for a particular candidate that they feel will be able to stand and be the voice of the masses. Now, this takes us to purpose of political participation. What are the purposes of political participation? One of the purposes of political participation is decision making. People participate in politics in order to contribute in the decision making process of the country. How do you contribute in the decision making process of the country? By coming out to exercise your civic rights, which is vote. You vote. Peradventure, the person you are voting for emerges the winner. Then you have actually participated in the country's decision making process. Another purpose is that people also take part in politics because of the failure of the past government. Failure of the past government makes some people to participate in politics because they wouldn't want to sit back there, fold their hands, and watch the same leader rule for another term without fulfilling their promises. So people, that alone triggers the masses to participate in politics by voting out such a government. especially a government that promise good amenities such as water, electricity, good roads, etc. When that government decide to fail the citizens, to fail the masses in that aspect, the masses will not fold their hands and watch that government emerge another winner of another election. So they will come out in full force to vote out that particular government. Also, some people participate in politics for respect and prestige. Yes, respect and prestige. Most of the dignitaries in this country, like people like President Buhari, even the former president Goodluck Jonathan, he still commands respect. All these dignitaries, all these elites, they command respect. Even the late chief of staff Abba Kyari, he commands respect even as he's dead. Whenever his name is mentioned, people will know, oh, this was the late chief of staff. So people actually participate in politics because of the respect and the prestige that they will gain having a position in politics. Another reason why people involved in politics is that some of them they involve into politics because of money. They see politics as a money making avenue. So everybody wants to just go into politics to have their own national cake. Because the last time the budget, the allowances of the ministers, the House of Representatives was released, people saw how much they were earning per sitting allowance, wardrobe allowance, and all that. So when those money are measured, some people like, so there's money in politics like this. You start seeing them trying to fight their ways into politics. That's when you start seeing that they want to be community leaders, they want to be this, they want to be that. So some people go into politics because of the money. They want to have money, they want to embezzle money, they want to have their own share of the national cake and all that. So today we will be stopping here. Next time we will be discussing about factors affecting political participation rather. So I will be giving you assignments in the readable materials I'm going to submit online. Endeavor to do the assignment, please. Stay home and stay safe.